once upon a time in a village very far away, I started working as an HR generalist for the Kohler Company in a corporate engineering division. This division had 17 job openings and the worst hiring metric in the company. I had almost no recruiting experience, but I was not worried because I am nothing if not resilient. I will figure this out. About a week into my new job, one of the hiring managers said, "But I emailed you about this yesterday." And I said, "I'm sure you did. I have over 2,000 emails in my inbox." Fortunately for me and everyone involved, there was a theme in my inbox, and that was that my division did not understand the hiring process. So I thought, there's an easy solution. I'll just send them the hiring process document. The problem was that document was a 25-page Word document with nothing but long paragraphs, not one bulleted list or numbered step in the whole thing. So I got to work. I was like, let's do this. I created a process map in Excel and I hyperlinked all the supporting documents like templates and interview questions to the relevant process steps. Voila, clarity. My inbox was no longer a bottleneck in our hiring process. We took our hiring metric from over 6 months to hire a position all the way down to 89 days, which also was the best hiring metric in the company. Yeah, you're so impressed, HR. But I'm telling you this story partially because I love it. I'm still so proud of it. But also because, as you just heard a little while ago, I'm your new VP of Education. Woo! And I thought it would be helpful for you to know a little bit more about how I work. Action-oriented and nonsense-averse. As your new point person for everything Pathways, I want you to know that I know it's not perfect. I know if you've been in there, you might not like it. But it is meant to be a solid resource for our professional development. And I've got my own list of suggestions I'll be making to the Toastmasters International Organization, otherwise known as TMI, but I would like to include yours as well. You have my phone number and my email address. Later today, I'll email you my Calendly link so you can schedule time with me if you'd like to meet one-on-one. I want to hear from you. Let's make the biggest possible impact we can, because every improvement we initiate will benefit us and our thousands of fellow Toastmasters. Think about that. Thousands of people. All you have to do is get into Pathways and tell me what you don't like. Anyway, so let's do this. You know, being part of Cherry Creek Toastmasters means that we are part of a long legacy of achievement. For 40 years, we've been winning speaking competitions, all the way up to the very top award at the International Speech Contest, which will begin again in January. So stay tuned for more details about how to get involved with that, and maybe start thinking about the message you'd like to share with the entire world. But being part of this big club, this big fantastic club, also means really engaging with Pathways, because it's not just the online curriculum, it's also how our club is evaluated by Toastmasters International. It's how they decide how we're doing, whether we've achieved our goals or we haven't. Every time we each put information into Pathways, we're telling Toastmasters International about our club. So even though we deliver about 200 speeches a year in this club, we just barely, almost didn't qualify for the President's Distinguished Club Award. Smaller clubs are out achieving us. And the President's Distinguished Club Award, as fancy as that sounds, is not the top level of what we could achieve. So let's do this. Let's lean into our legacy and actually engage with Pathways, make sure that all of those speeches we're giving are not just benefiting us individually, but our whole club. And a couple other thoughts I've got as your new VP of Education. One is kind of nuts and bolts, and the other one maybe is fun. So we'll start with the nuts and bolts. Thank you to everyone who who has a role today. You responded to Nancy's email, you have a role, and you're all here. I think this is the first time I've heard it since I rejoined the club last year. In 2017, when I first joined this club, hot seat speakers were rare. It was unusual for a member to back out of a meeting role the day before or the day of a meeting. And if you've ever served as a meeting Toastmaster, I'm sure you will agree that this is an area we can continue to improve on. Let's make the Toastmasters weekly role more streamlined. Let's give our speakers and evaluators more time to collaborate. Then my fun idea, okay, because like that's the HR part of me out telling you how to do it, what to do, but let's fun idea. What if we think of our meetings as like speaking events? These are must-see shows we can't wait to attend or participate in. And as a teaser without the movie trailer voice, I'm a little bit about me. Next time I'll be the Toastmaster of a meeting on August 27th, 2 Thursdays before Labor Day. In honor of the new school year, our meeting theme on August 27th will be trivia. What is one piece of trivia that is near and dear to your heart? Starring our speakers, Matt Tweed, George Tyler, and Manuel Padilla. Our grammarian, Kate Lutz, will choose the word of the day, and Table Topics Master Michael Hoy will try to stump us with Table Topics prompts. Be there or be square on August 27th. Yeah? More fun? Let's do it. I'm serious, I really do want to hear from you. Let's really make an impact on Pathways. Like when I joined in 2017, we were still using physical books to learn the curriculum and track our progress, and sometimes I miss those books. But it's the potential and the issues of with Pathways that made me volunteer for this role. So let's do this.